technology has improved, it's allowed us to farm with less and less tillage. And we also realize it's better for the environment. There's lots of soil conservation benefits to farming with less tillage. Also, during the drought years last year, we saw several benefits of less tillage. If the conditions are right, we will not do any tillage ahead of soybeans. We'll just come in and no-till. The only reason we may do any tillage at all ahead of soybeans would be if it's a really wet year and we just need to get out there and dry it out a little bit. If it's getting late in the season, we may need to do just to lightly scratch the surface just to help us to have a timely planting. The corn crop starts with harvesting the soybeans in the fall. We need to make sure that we have our combine properly adjusted and evenly distribute the residue. If we dump the residue in a narrow area, it'll make the soil wet in that area in the spring. So we'll want to make sure we have our combine properly adjusted. So the following year's corn crop starts with harvest of the previous fall. I think as we go further into the future, no-till is going to become more and more prevalent. And there's two main reasons for that. It's basically going to come down to economics. And the first way the farmer is going to realize in terms of economics is equipment costs just continues to escalate. A four-wheel drive tractor could cost over $400,000. Plus you got the tillage tools to put behind it. And then when you have this tillage tractor burning 25 to 30 gallons of diesel fuel per hour at $4 per gallon, plus the cost of your operator, it gets really, really expensive. So if we can go out there with no tillage and eliminate those tractors, eliminate that labor cost, it's going to be a very much an economic benefit. And especially as farms get larger and larger. You don't see those benefits in terms of dollars and cents as much on a farm that's 160 acres. But when you take that into 2,000 acres, 3,000, 5, and even more, those dollars and cents become even larger, especially in terms of just your capital outlay in terms of equipment cost. Another reason is what we're seeing from an economic benefit in terms of yields. There's been lots of advances with technology and the soil biology in the fields. We're learning more and more, and it's really just now being tapped, what we've learned with biology in the field. And you just really don't hear about a conventional till farmer who's just had a breakthrough in yields and what he's doing. The farmers that we hear about that are farming in a biologically friendly way, the guys that are using cover crops and are working with the environment, those are the ones we hear about. And they're making tremendous breakthroughs in terms of yield and drought-proofing their crops. So in terms of increased yield, more drought-proofing, less equipment cost, tremendous economic benefits. Farming is a very competitive business. And if your cost per acre are $50 per acre less than your competing farmer, your neighbor down the road, and if your yields are higher, maybe 10 bushel per acre, at $5 per bushel corn, there's another 50. So all of a sudden you got $100 an acre difference times 1,000 acres of corn. That's real money. Take that times 10 years in compound interest and it adds up real quick.